Okay, I want to take a look right now at what we have going on. So we have the equinox that is happening. We also have a new moon, um, and as all of this happens, so it'll be a new moon in Pisces. So the sun, the moon, Mercury, Jupiter, Uranus, and Neptune are all in Pisces. And then Venus is just ahead of it in Aries. But we've this is happening with the new moon and the equinox and all this stuff. So it seems like it's worth a reading. So let's just see what sort of stuff we have coming at us here. And a root card of the King of Wands, and a main card of the Hanged Man. So let's just see what's on either side of this Hanged Man. Okay. Well, what this seems to be showing. So the root card being the King of Wands. This is the ultimate role model, the ultimate father figure, and it really is about leading by example. Now, that is the basis for the Hanged Man. Now, right away, this talks about a scenario in which maybe emotions would get the better of us or something like that, so we wouldn't really be able to be the, symbol of whatever we consider to be the right way to do things. Um, which leads to the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man is like calling time out. It's like, hold on, I've got to step aside from this for a little bit and try to see things from a different perspective. Now, right away, it would make me think that emotional factors would cause us to do something that would make us hypocrites or just general fuckwads, I suppose. Now, then we call the timeout. Now, on one side of this hangman, we have the King of Swords. Now, there's a difference between the King of Wands and the King of Swords. There's a lot of similarities, and they're both great leaders. But the King of Swords is one who leads and rules through intellect, and it's kind of more militaristic, right? And the King of Wands is more inspirational. This is about passion and fire and whatever. So here it looks like whatever it is that we were trying to display was coming off maybe too cold or too militaristic, and that calls the timeout. And on the other side is the Four of Wands, and this is making the shared commitment toward the happy, harmonious home here. Um, and if you put them all together, then it's basically just saying like if in your commitments to making your space a place of harmony, um, you might have to kind of stop whatever it is that you were doing just long enough to get a different perspective because it looks like it is coming off more cold and militaristic than it is like inspirational. And the difference between these two, the King of Swords is going to tell someone else what to do. And they might know the right thing to do, but they're just telling someone else what to do. They're not necessarily doing it themselves. And the King of Wands is the kind of person who doesn't tell other people what to do. They just be themselves and they set such a shining example that other people are inspired by them and try to be like them. So this is the initial energy that shows up in this super group that we have going on in Pisces. It's like the astronomical eagles, I guess, the supergroup. Okay, So let's see if it brings with it any specific pitfalls. And it's the reverse lover. I mean, it does line up with this, but as we sort of do this hangman and withdraw to get a different sort of perspective, it might at least feel like we are violating a commitment that we've made. And this would probably also show massive uncertainty as to commitments to paths or like other people's commitments to paths or commitments to us. So there is a definite like moment of uncertainty when it comes to the big commitments. And it looks like that is okay because the hangman is there saying that we would kind of need to see things from a different viewpoint anyway. And let's see if there's a blessing. Oh, geez. We actually got two that want to come out. Whoop. Oh, not really. Is there a blessing? Maybe not really. What this actually shows, the Six of Pentacles. This is giving to something that will never change. The Six of Pentacles reversed is the thing that we would normally give to, is fucking stealing from us, right? It's like taking from us at this point. And the Three of Swords, heartbreak and betrayal. I mean, if this is a blessing, it's like finally getting hurt so bad by the vampires that we're forced to just cut them out, right? So if you end up experiencing some sort of unique pain in this period, it the blessing aspect of it is that you can see exactly what needs to fucking go, right? And I've got one more card that wants to come out, and this would be like the thing that we haven't covered or the unseen thing here. And it's a reverse Three of Wands. Jeez. This is a theme and it runs through the whole reading. But the Three of Wands is this long-term commitment, this long-term energy that we've been growing and nurturing. And when this thing shows up reversed, it is the fear that something we've put so much energy into is going to be taken away from us. Now, whenever that happens, any bit of the connection that comes from the belly, that is the pure connection, and that can never be severed. So the reverse three really does talk more about a fear, and it could be that some of what has been grown, if any of it is not pure, not a pure expression of what is on the inside here, that might go away. That might wilt and die, but that's okay. But whenever we've got, the umbilical cord and the pure expression of what we are on the inside, that cannot be severed. So I wouldn't freak out too much about it. I mean, that's easier said than done, but still. So that is what we have here. Oh, geez. Well, the Hermit also wanted to make an appearance. So there's the Hermit. Remember who you are. With the Hermit and the Hangman, this this doesn't look incredibly social that is happening here, but the Hermit is saying, remember who you are. And if pieces of yourself are being lost, you have to put yourself in a position where you can remember who you are. And it might require separation from other stuff. Um, if we put it in the context of the rest of the reading, it might even be a separation from things that you have previously committed to. But the hermit is filled with gold, and the hermit needs to remember that. Okay, don't forget who you are. that's what we have here. And if I also have the Patreon page, if you do want to check that out, it's $5 a month for the base tier. It's a lot of fun, and I highly recommend that anyone check it out. That is what we have for now, and peace.